Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Wiki editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest news in the mining industry.
Thanks, Ashley.
Now, can you tell us about the CSIR's recent test of digital rock farming technology at Tom Nichols' Mponeng mine?
Yes, so technology is being used more in South Africa's mines. We've had a call for that. We've been saying that we're falling a bit behind when it comes to modernization. And I think in the case of this technology, we're probably way ahead. We've had a long history of mining. The number one priority in mining is safety. We have reduced the fatalities significantly, but we haven't eliminated them. And it is because of the unpredictability of the underground situation. If you now use a sound technology, you can be alerted early if there's a crack in the rock or something that is suspect so that you can evacuate. And I'm so pleased that this proof of concept field test, using rock sounding has been successfully completed, and they'll do more work on it. But every mining person you speak to wants total elimination of fatalities. They want, low injury rates. That's the first thing they talk about all the time. And this sort of technology could really help. And perhaps to become world leading, with the Council for Scientific Industrial Research in South Africa going ahead like this. And you saw that picture of the researchers, saying we are at the lowest point in the world. Here we are. We've got the deepest mine in the world at Mponeng. So we really need to know what's happening under there, and this can help us.
And Minerals Council South Africa said it is positive about the launch of the third phase of South Africa's government business partnership.
Yes, it's what has been launched is this government business partnership for growth and jobs. And it is the third phase. And interestingly, the two initial phases were more orientated to around logistics, and a lot has been done. Now this third phase comes through to entrench that platform and go further. And it's wonderful that business and government, at the highest level, have come together to work on this. So it gives you confidence that 3% that they've set as the economy must grow to a 3% level by 2030 and create 1 million new jobs. One feels fairly confident that will be reached. Many of people are saying, hopefully it'll be even more. But that's the way to look at it, get those targets, make sure you hit them, and work together. This is almost distinctive, for South Africa, the way we work together here. We are a resilient bunch of people, and when push comes to shove, people get together, and public-private partnership set up like this is going to be good for us. We tend to only do this late, though. We should get in earlier. That's something we should learn. We should start detecting signs much earlier so we don't have to really pull ourselves out of the ditch. But I think this is very positive for South Africa.
And lastly, emerging researchers will have a next generation platform to explore the future of the minerals industry in October.
See, this is very good that South Africa is now looking at itself in terms of minerals. We've been mining for more than 100 years. We had a pattern that just kept going along original lines. We didn't want to change too much. Now, there's all sorts of technologies coming through that you can use that'll improve things. So look at the whole minerals position. This is the minerals Mintech. It is the state-owned organization whose job it is to research all that. So they're bringing, on October 2, they'll bring in researchers to talk about this. Okay, they're quite impressed with the depth and diversity they've got there, but I'm sure more will come out of this because we haven't done this enough. So it could be like a good platform to work on, a next generation platform. Bring as many people as you can. And there may just be one idea that comes out of there that'll be remarkable because we have a whole lot of opportunities. Because of this whole history of mining, we've also got waste lying around all over the place that you can convert to wealth, with a little bit of intense look. When you discuss like that, things just crop through your head. And hopefully South Africa will use this regularly to try and show that we can move further ahead when it comes to minerals technology, metals technology, because we've got such a long history with that. And we should be ahead of the rest of the world, and we can be ahead of the rest of the world. And hopefully, some of the mining sector people also take part in this.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
Thank you, Sashmi.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.